Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
So this question number 12, it has given that A, B, F and E, D, F, these two triangle are congruent triangle. Okay.
Yes,
And you
sir.
have to prove that B, C, D and F is a kite. So B, C, D and F is a kite. First you need to know then what is the property of a kite. So see the properties of a kite. What are the kites F? It is in quadrilateral with exactly two pairs of congruent consecutive side. Pairs means pair means always in collection of two objects. This length and this length of the side is same. In
Yes,
one
sir.
pair,
Yes.
and I told you this length and this length of the side is also same, is making another pair. So two pairs of the side, two pairs of congruent consecutive side it has. Okay. Another thing is that diagonals are perpendicular. So we'll draw the diagonals of this picture. We'll draw the
Yes.
diagonal, and this diagonal will be perpendicular to each other.
Yes, sir.
This is a diagonal.
This is also there are two triangles.
We draw here another diagonal.
Yes, sir.
So these two diagonal are perpendicular to each other. That means the making angles the makes that is 90 degree. One thing is that only the pair of non-vertex angles are congruent. Pair of right angle triangles they are making, that means they are perpendicularly bisect, perpendicularly intersect each other, but not bisecting. This diagonal is bisect by another diagonal, but the diagonal, this one AC diagonal is not bisected. Listen carefully. The diagonal BD, is bisected by AC, but the diagonal AC is not bisected by BD. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mainly BD is
Yes, sir.
They are saying that only the pair of non-vertex angles are congruent, and diagonal only bisect the vertex angles. Vertex angles, so that means what are the vertex angles? This is a vertex, so this vertex angle, this is a vertex angles. Vertex angles, no,
And
sorry,
C.
this is a vertex angle and this is a vertex angle.
This is what it
And the
is.
diagonals
A and
only
C.
bisect. Listen carefully. Diagonals only bisect the vertex angle. These and that means A and C. These 2 points, whatever the angle it is making, that is called vertex angle. And B and D, what the angle they are making, these are called non-vertex angle. Clear?
Yes,
Okay. Understood.
Non-vertex angle. First you understand properly. This and this is non-vertex angle. Non-vertex. So the diagonal AC is bisecting the vertex angle, and also diagonal AC bisecting the diagonal of non-vertex angle. Clear? Only the diagonal through the non-vertex angle is bisected. Properties number 4. The diagonal through the non-vertex angle, that means BD, is only bisected. That means you can easily see from in this picture that this length and this length seems to be equal, but this and this length is not equal. Understood?
No, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
So the diagonal through the non-vertex angle is only bisected. Clear? So that means B is only bisected, not AC. But BD is not bisecting the angles, because see clearly, you will be able to understand that this side of the angle and this side of the angle is not same. This side is a little smaller. Understood?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
Side of the
sir.
angle and this side of the angle is not same. That means these are not bisected properly. But if you will
But
see is of AC diagonal,
yes.
you can clearly see that this side of the angle and this side of the angles are exactly equal. Understood?
exactly equal.
That
Yes, sir.
means they are bisected. So the diagonal of AC, that means the diagonal of vertex angles is bisected the vertex angles. Diagonal AC is bisecting the vertex angles. Okay. So all these are the properties of this kite. Now come to our sum. How you will prove that this is a kite shape? First, you have to prove that it's having
Vertex.
having opposite opposite congruent side. Okay. First, let me take this. Sure. Yes. So here we have that ABF and FAB is congruent to triangle FED. FED. These two are congruent. Okay. If these two triangles are congruent, then definitely this side will be equal to this side.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes,
one more thing, say if these two triangles are congruent, then definitely this side is equal to this
It
side,
will equal to this side.
this
yes,
side
sir.
is equal to this side. So that means the third side is equal to third side. Is that
Yes.
clear?
Yes, sir.
AB
Yes,
equal
sir.
to DE.
This angle is equal to this angle.
Yes.
Yes. Because they're
Okay.
congruent.
Yes.
Congruent.
Yes,
So therefore, if those two angles are equal, therefore we will get this angle. That means suppose this angle is equal. That means whatever the angles we will get, that also equal, as this side and this side is equal. So definitely this angle will be equal to this angle.
This angle.
yes,
Yes.
sir.
Why?
Be-
Yes,
Because of
If we,
that is also
wait. If this side and this side is equal, and if we'll draw this diagonal, then this angle will be equal to this angle. Yes or no?
Yes,
yes,
sir.
sir.
yes, sir.
And one more thing you see, as we got the fixed value of this angle, now I'll draw this diagonal. So this diagonal will
Hmm.
bisect this angle. That means
Yes.
this side and this side, this angle and this angle will be equal.
Yes, sir.
Know that
Yes,
this
sir.
is so F and C is the vertex angle. F and C is the vertex angles, and we have seen that the pair of sides, that means BF and DF, these two sides are equal. This diagonal FC is bisecting the angles F and also angle C, and also we got that in between these two triangle, this is the angle at the middle, this side and this side equal. That means we can prove the congruency of this triangle. So what we will prove the congruency of the triangle? So whatever the triangle we have given over here, that first we will take this picture. Suppose we are making a copy of this. This is the triangle, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, in this triangle, in this quadrilaterals, we'll draw this line.
Diagonal.
Okay. Then after, you have two triangle. What are the two triangle you have right now? BCF triangle
CF and CDF.
Yes, and
CF
CDO.
and
CDF.
CDF.
DF.
triangle. Among these two triangle, we will get BF is equal to DF.
FE.
Yes, sir. DF.
Yes. Yes, sir.
CF is equal to
And
DF. CDF.
we also know that angle BFC will also be equal with angle CFD.
D. CFDF.
Okay, and CF is the common side is equal to CF. So one side angle in between then and another side. So that these two triangle BCF and the triangle
CDF.
D.
and the triangle CDF is congruent by which rules, which axioms? S, A,
SS.
S. Side angle side.
Side angle side. Yes.
Yes,
if
this is
this
angle, this is a side.
if this two triangle is congruent, then we can easily say this side is equal to this side because
CC is equal to CD.
CPCTC.
C is equal to CD because CPCTC corresponding part of congruent triangles are congruent. Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
this side equal. So now you say this is a quadrilateral. In that quadrilateral, now you will write that quadrilateral BFDC. We get BF is equal to DF and also BC is equal to CD. This was given and this was proved by CPCTC. So this is the pair of these two are the pair of
Right.
pair of congruent side, pair of congruent side, and we can say that diagonal CF is bisecting angle B, bisecting angle BFD. Therefore, angle BFC is equal to angle CFD. So all these are the property of
Side.
kite shape.
Okay, sir.
Therefore, quadrilaterals BFDC is a kite.
Sir, how many marks we'll get for this question?
4 marks.
Oh, okay, sir. Wait, I have to write this.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So from first you have to write, sir. From B, C, A.
This session is being recorded. You may not write. You will get from the recording. So it's better to write. You write down.
Yes, sir, wait.
Sir.
So page number 101.
Action and standard form.
This fraction and standard form. Okay. So already you know from your junior classes what is equivalent fraction, what is mixed fraction, and how to convert and mixed fractions to an improper fractions to an proper fractions, all this, and how to
Yes, sir.
find
Yes, sir.
percentage, all
Yes, sir.
this is known to you, right? So
Yes,
see
sir.
the
Yes, sir.
one, by multiplying or dividing both numerator and denominator by the same number, find the three equivalent fractions for each of these following. What do you mean by equivalent fraction?
With
Equivalent
one
fraction,
number we can divide two.
yes. Equivalent fraction means when numerator or denominator is multiplied with the same number, then we will get the equivalent fractions. So here the examples we can do 1 or 2. So 5 by 9. So you will multiply this 5 with 2, then 5 to the 10, 9 to the 18. So 10 by 18 will be the also equivalent fractions. So I'm taking this page. This is your only exercise 5.1. Okay. So equivalent fractions of 5 by 9 will also be 10 by 18.
18.
Will also be 15 by 27. Will also be 20 by 36. Okay.
36. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So all these are equal. That's why I have given equal in between. So this way you will do all this. And not
Okay.
only division, you can divide also with the same number. As this is 110 and 128, we will divide it by the 2. Both this, we will get this one, 55 by 64. Again, we will multiply this 55 by 3. That is 5 3 the 15, 15, 116, and 165, and also 64 will also multiplied by 3. Then what we will get? 2, 18, 19, 192. This will all be equivalent fractions. Okay. Now
Yes.
question number 2. Express each of these following fractions in its simplest form. Simplest form means how much small you can do by cutting with their ACF. So 7
So it
and
will be 7
So
and
1 by 3.
1 by 3.
because 7 is the ACF in between these two.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So these are the process. Hope you have understood to complete this
Yes,
exercise.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We can do it.
Yes, sir. You can
Yes, sir.
do.
We can do it.
Now next exercise also you will do your own. Evaluate each of these following, only the multiplications, and
Yes,
exercise 5.3
Yes, sir.
also
You are.
do your own. That means only addition and subtractions. So up to the exercise 5.3 you will do your own. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yes,
And
sir.
the
5.3.
5.4 is only division, addition up to 5.4. Okay. Up to
Okay,
5.4.
sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now I'm going to take your attendance.